Well, welcome, friends. We are once again back in our beloved November 343 Bravo Whiskey. Post System Update 10. My first flight. Post System Update 10 flight.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, continue to Apache turning and following heading tree 10.
Descending at 1,500 feet per minute right now. Slow to 285.
And following heading tree.
I don't know what to expect, friends. I don't know if we're going to get a crash to desktop. There's all sorts of stuff all over the boards in terms of what people are experiencing since this massive update. Flying the default longitude, no add-on software. And although I do have a little nav map running in the background. And I do have an RTX 3080, so I did enable DLSS. I mean, it looks great. I just don't know if we're going to get a CTD or not. Slow to 280. We are flying. We took off from Pensacola 23 minutes, 50 seconds ago. Flew at 24,000 feet for this 185 nautical mile flight up to Jackson, Mississippi. Slowing now to 275. Jackson, Mississippi, Kilo Juliet Alpha November. We're going to shoot the ILS approach to runway 34 left, frequency 109.3. That is, of course, assuming that we don't crash at desktop, which I'm not ruling out. I did check for the latest NVIDIA drivers, but they have not released new drivers yet. So that might end up being an issue. I hope not. Slow to 265. As we close in on 10,000 feet, or 10,500, descending to 2,100. Going to 260. And down to 255. And then finally, speed limit. 250 knots indicated as we pass below 10,000 feet. Showing us 37 nautical miles from the airport. There's a lot of changes that were made to the sim. Some of it cosmetic, most of it under the hood. I just am hoping that it stays stable. I've been on the Florida Peninsula for like a month. No offense, but I'm ready to continue our westward progress home. 35 miles out, we'll shallow our descent right now to 900 feet per minute. And we'll slow to 240. Don't know what to expect though, and these first flights sort of I didn't want to do a long flight, needless to say, just because I wanted to sort of do a stability test before I got myself emotionally invested in a longer flight. So that's why we decided to just fly from Pensacola up to Jackson, Mississippi, about 200 miles, a little more than 200 miles. Weather in Jackson, which I hope we get to experience, sunny and 96 degrees, hot. And that's what it looks like outside, sunny, and I guess it can look hot. They're getting a major cool off next week though. Boy, like Tuesday, they're supposed to be 59 degrees. Local time, 4:10, 16:10 hours. 30 miles now, 8,200 feet. We'll slow to 235.
Generic Niner 6 Yankee traffic is 3 o'clock 4 miles at 6,000 feet generic.
Going kind of fast.
Generic Tree Echo Tango, you are...
I have not done an ILS approach since our last approach into Pensacola, which I kind of botched, so this will be a good opportunity to...
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 7,000 feet generic. Report them in sight.
I don't see them.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey have the generic in sight.
Oh, how nice. I guess I do. Anyway,
Generic 89er kilo traffic is 11 o'clock 3 miles.
Talking to this guy right here.
Feet, Cessna C700. Report
we are
them
receiving
in sight.
ILS data now. IFRL,
Generic
showing
Niner
us
6 Yankee traffic in sight.
where I would expect it to show us. Slow to 220.
Generic 8
Getting ready to make a big left turn here at Obuji.
in sight.
Right there. At waypoint. Just hope we stay stable, please, Sim. I'm begging you. Slowing to 210. 25 miles out now, 7,100 feet.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 3,500 feet.
That's funny. They already previously cleared me to 2,100, so that's
Descend
weird.
and maintain 3,500 feet Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Here comes the left turn.
United 652
205.
traffic is 9 o'clock.
That looks beautiful.
Flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight.
It's really good. I think I said I'm running high end.
Is 8 o'clock 3 miles at flight
Default
level tree
settings on
50
high end. I
generic.
did not adjust anything.
Report them in sight.
23 miles out now. We'll slow to 200 knots. Okay, we got a big right turn.
Traffic in sight.
Big right turn coming as we line up for runway 34. Left.
American 885 have the traffic.
On pins and needles here, friends. Let's get our landing lights on. It does seem a little bit darker in the cockpit, I'm noticing. And there's a little bit of blur on these numbers when they change. That you can see it right there. It only shows up when you're zoomed out. When you zoom in, it seems to go away. Anyway, 19 miles out. We'll slow down to 195. Altitude's good. Now it's just getting ready to, when we turn this, make this right turn coming up here at R164, we're on final. It's a little 190, 18 miles out, 5,400 feet. Just hoping it works. Really hoping it works. I haven't been simming much lately, and I've missed it. So 185. When we get to 15 nautical miles out. We are receiving the ILS, though. That cyan arrow right there is pointed right at it. 16 miles. 4 minutes, 22 seconds estimated time of arrival. I'll make that about 6 once we continue slowing. So into 185, 15 nautical miles out. And the ILS is coming up. White Diamond coming up. So once we make that right turn, I'll switch this. Let's hope this doesn't crash it here.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, you are
Switch this
13
nav
miles
source to
southeast
nav
of
1.
Jackson. Contact Jackson
Go to
Tower on
180.
120.9 when inbound.
Okay, good. There's a tower handoff. That's always an encouraging sign. Turning right now.
Tower on 120.9
Out to flaps.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Jackson Tower Cessna November Tree 4 Tree
Increase our
Bravo
descent rate
Whiskey,
slightly.
13 miles southeast inbound ILS
1100
runway
feet per
Tree
minute.
4 left approach.
We're in the 175.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Jackson Tower.
There's the airport.
110.11001 at Niner.
Niner.
ILS runway Tree 4 left approach.
Switch to APPR.
ILS runway Tree 4 left approach.
And we're
Cessna Tree
instantaneously
Bravo
on the
Whiskey.
glide slope. That's encouraging. Okay, friends. We'll slow to 170. We're going to go outside, and that always scares me because I don't want it to freak out because I'm going outside, but I want to see the gear deploy. I'm a little cold, so forgive me if I cough. Do have the airfield in sight, though. And we remain steady on the glide slope. 10.0 nautical miles. Let's go outside. Ooh, weird graphical anomaly right there. Here. All right. Another notch of flaps. Let's go to 160. Hopefully my microphone's cooperating this time and you can hear me to the extent you want to. Zooming that down to 5 on the MFD. Set our approach speed right now at 155, 8.3 nautical miles out. Forgot to set our wind options. There we go. Wind's coming right at us. It's like at about 11 knots. They did incorporate gusting, which is extremely cool. We now have gusting winds as we fly over the Mississippi countryside here. I'm just really hoping this works. Slowing to 150, full flaps. Airspeed's dropping rather precipitously with the extra flap drag. That's okay. Set our airspeed 140. It's a 7,000 foot long runway. Airport elevation 3, if I'm not mistaken. Oh boy. Airspeed's hovering about 135, even though I got it set at 140, so we'll up a bit.
Clear to land runway tree 4 left.
Clear to land 34 left, 3 whiskey.
Clear to land runway tree for left, Cessna tree, Bravo Whiskey.
Auto throttle's doing its job. Wait for our call out. We're at 1300 AGL right now. I do not believe the airport elevation is 3. That can't be right. Anyway, that's the least of our worries. I'm really hoping this works. My goodness gracious. The runway length actually, I believe, is 8,492 feet. Still on the glide slope. Just don't CTD. Zoom our MFD down to 2. Oh boy. Hey. 2 mile final. 3-4 left. Go to landing mode. My landing view, I should say. Got full flaps, landing gears down, reconfirmed. Landing lights on. Auto throttle's dealing with the gusty winds. Right now the winds seem pretty steady, coming basically straight at us. 500 call out.
500.
Auto throttle. Okay. And we'll disconnect the autopilot.
Autopilot.
Have control of the airplane. We're right on the glide slope still, assuming it doesn't CTD on us. No poppies or vossies, but we have the glide slope indicator. Four left confirmed. Try to make those markers. Okay. Spoilers up. Reverser on. Come on, reversers. There they are. Stand by. Down to 65 knots. High-speed exit.
Cessna tree Bravo Whiskey contact ground on 121.7.
121.7, Zero Whiskey.
For Cessna tree, Bravo Whiskey.
Well, friends, let's cancel or stop our timer. 36-minute flight up from Pensacola to Jackson. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights on. Pulse lights off. Switch to our regular view. Let's go outside. Bring in the barn doors. And the flaps. And welcome to Jackson, Mississippi. Taxi to parking.
Jackson ground Cessna November tree 4 tree, Bravo Whiskey request taxi to
Zoom in
parking.
our MFD down to 0.5.
Cessna November tree 4 tree Bravo Whiskey taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo.
Oh, looks like we're close. Nice.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Cessna tree, Bravo Whiskey.
Well, let's see if we can actually park without... That'd be a heartbreaker, wouldn't it, to CTD after you land? I see our parking space right over here. Local time, 4:21. Looks like we got some lights in the middle of the taxiway there. It's all right. I'll allow it. Hey. Excuse me. And there's our parking space right there, over here. little windy. Excuse me. Sorry. It's not COVID. I checked twice. All right. I want to hurry and park before it CTDs. I'm scared that that's going to happen. Whoops. A little bit wide on that turn. Sorry about that. Little twin right there. Gleaming nicely in the sunlight. There's our parking space. Now they got us doing something a little bit goofy. Let's go outside. Do we dare? Oh no, that's fine. Actually, it's not. It's not goofy. All right, friends. Ooh, why is it wobbling so much? Let's go back to our landing view mode. Here's our marshaller. I'm afraid my right wing's going to hit that car. All right, parking brake. Right engine. Whoops, there we go. Pitot statics. Take a look outside. Acknowledge. Oh, the car disappeared. Okay. All right, friends. Well, it appears to have worked. Welcome to Jackson, Mississippi. We will kill the left engine now. And drop the desktop. There we go. Or to the logbook, I should say. KPNS, Kilo Papa November Sierra to Kilo Juliet Alpha November, 35-minute, 5-second flight. And that's it. Let's see if little Navigraph worked. I couldn't, it's very hard for me. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Oh, it did work. Check this out. It tracked our flight. This is our flight, yep. Took off from, it tracked the last flight we took too. I don't know how to clear it. Anyway, we took off out of Pensacola on runway 17, as you can see revealed here. Did a nice U-turn, 180-degree turn, and then flew up through Mississippi until we did our approach here at Obuji. There was that turn we mentioned, and shot the ILS to runway 34 left, and it went great. Anyway, that's that, friends. Thanks for joining us, and we're glad that this was a successful flight, and hopefully the microphone worked. And we'll see where we head next. I'll make the flights progressively longer as I become increasingly confident, assuming I do, of the stability of the sim. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and have a great day.